my kitchen. My name is Morgan. Today we are going to be making homemade pretzels. It is the Super Bowl tonight and I'm going over to my parents' house to watch it and also to spend time just with my family because it's going to be my dad's birthday in a couple days. So just getting together as a family tonight. And I thought homemade pretzels for the Super Bowl sounded perfect. My sister is bringing some dips. It'll be perfect to dip the pretzels in. So enough chit chat, let's go ahead and get started. I have 1.5 cups of warm water that I'm going to add to my stand mixer. Next, I'm gonna add 2¼ teaspoons of yeast into the stand mixer. So there's 1, 2, and 1/4. And I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute while I prep the rest of the ingredients. We're going to need a tablespoon of brown sugar, or it says to use regular sugar, but I think brown sugar will be a really nice flavor. We're gonna need melted butter and 1 teaspoon of salt. Alright, so this is sat for a minute. I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of melted butter that's been cooled. The 1 teaspoon of salt and the 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. I'm just going to give this a quick stir. Alrighty, so now we're going to add in the flour. We need 3 3¾ cups of flour to 4 until the dough is not sticky anymore. So here I have 1 cup. And I'm just gonna have this mixing on low until it's all combined. So I am obviously using my stand mixer with the dough hook attachment, but you could also do this with just a bowl and a wooden spoon or a Danish dough whisk. I've seen those on YouTube as well, but I thought my stand mixer with the dough hook attachment was the easiest option for today for making these pretzels. So I've got 3 cups of flour added in. Now I'm adding 3/4 cup, and then I will continue to add flour until the dough is not sticky anymore. I'm gonna test if it's still sticky. I'm gonna add probably about 1/4 cup more flour and mix that in. So I'm continuing to test this dough each time I add flour, so I'm poking it, and once it bounces back and it doesn't stick to my finger, then that is when we know the dough is ready. Still a little sticky, so I'm going to add a little bit more flour. Mix it in. I just love watching the process the dough goes through as you add more flour and as you knead it. I just love watching the dough form into just a beautiful dough ball. Alright, well I've probably added about 1/2 cup more flour. And it's not sticking to my fingers anymore, which is what we want. So it says it is ready to knead. I'm just gonna make sure that all of this flour is incorporated. It likes to stick to the bottom of the bowl. Alrighty. That is perfect. Alrighty. So now all we need to do is let this knead for additional 5 minutes. I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit more flour on top. Maybe a tablespoon's worth. And I'm going to let this knead for 5 minutes. Meanwhile, while the dough is kneading, I'm going to go ahead and prep everything for making these pretzels. So I'm adding 1/2 cup of baking soda to 9 cups of water, and I'm going to get that warming up on the stove.
I'm whisking the baking soda into the water so it all dissolves into it. And then I'm preheating my oven to 400 degrees. And finally, I am lining my 2 baking sheets with a sheet of parchment paper.
Alright, so the dough just got done kneading. I am going to put it out onto my silicone like pie mat. I used to use this when I made sugar cookies all the time. But I'm just going to shape this into a ball. I have some flour stuck underneath my mat so it wants to move. Alrighty. But now that it is in a nice ball, I'm gonna throw a clean towel over it and let this rest for 10 minutes.
So while the dough was resting, I went ahead and sprayed my parchment paper down with avocado spray so the pretzels won't stick to it. And then we are going to get started on making these pretzels. After the 10 minutes was up, I went ahead and cut out 75 grams worth of dough for each one of the pretzels, and I'm rolling it to 20 to 22 inches long. I'm shaping it into the pretzel shape. I got the baking soda bath boiling, and then I'm dunking these pretzels in for 20 to 30 seconds, pulling them out, getting them on the baking sheet, salting them, and then we're going to bake them at 400 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes or until golden brown.
Alright, so I just pulled these out of the oven. My husband has already dug into my little taste test pretzel. What do you think? Did you like it? He liked it. He says it's good. My baby's tried a little bit. It looks like he enjoyed it. Now I'm gonna give it a taste test. I can't believe homemade pretzels are so easy to make and they taste so good. This recipe is definitely gonna be a keeper. At the Super Bowl party tonight, my sister, she's making dips, and I think these are gonna go perfect with them. If I had a little bit of nacho cheese sauce right now, I would definitely be using it, but these are perfect just by themselves. I apologize for the background noise, but my husband and baby are home, so it's just a full house today. All right, if you all enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I cannot wait to see you all in the next one. Bye.